Okay, we're getting ready to stream.
Okay, well, as long as we have quorum, we missed a meeting last month. We got some stuff to talk about today. So I guess at 4:32, we'll call this meeting to order. Everyone has their package. You see item number 1 on our agenda is adoption of minutes. Everyone had a chance to read the minutes. Any corrections or comments on those minutes? Okay, hearing none, I ask for a mover to accept the minutes. Jen, and a seconder. Robert, you're going to second that?
Mark did. You're not looking. Mark did.
Oh, Mark did. I'm sorry, Mark.
It's okay.
Okay, all in favor?
I'll take care of you.
Thanks, Robert.
You
I had my mic off.
Okay. Item number 2, declaration of conflict of interest. There are none. Okay, item number 3 is our adoption of the agenda. A mover, please. Tracy. And a seconder. Robert. Thank you. All in favor? Item number 4 is our business arising. Yeah, spring is here. Things are starting to happen. Virginia and Yari are going to be busy folks along with Brent. I think, are we going to hear from Virginia on the park development updates?
Yeah, and Brent can jump in as well. I'll start with Anna Marinelli. So first thing in the spring, they're going to finalize the work around the playground area. And then following first half of May, the skate park equipment, so the features are slated to be installed that week. The students are going to finish the painting of the pathway, which will connect the playground area to the skate park basketball court area. So that area to delineate the path and some landscaping will go in to create a safe path between the two spaces. And also the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council had previously donated some money to actually have the basketball court painted with some bright designs. So that'll be taking place as well as soon as the weather is good enough. And then following that, we'll be hosting, once everything's finalized, a kind of a kickoff neighborhood party to have a grand opening event there. So we'll make sure everybody's included on that. And then Brent, did you want to give a bit of an update on Rosedale?
Sure, Virginia. Thank you for the update on Anna Marinelli. On Rosedale Park, there's been quite a bit of an excitement and a lot of public support with respect to both Kiwanis clubs of Lakeshore and Kiwanis Club of Sault Ste. Marie, along with Child Care Algoma, social services. And to date, we have $140,000 that's been donated amongst all the clubs. There's been a lot of recognition and pictures taken. We meet at least monthly, sometimes twice a month. Virginia and I both sit on that, and Yari's now joined the group as well. So we have a request for proposal that's out. We're going to take the approach of 2 years. There's also looking at extra grants to help augment the funding that we do have right now. And the Kiwanis clubs are also doing a corporate fundraising campaign as well. So we're excited about what we can get done. We want to move forward on some of the key items this summer. And if there's anything additional, we can include that in phase 2, which would be next summer. So we're quite excited about that post there. Happy to answer any questions.
Then we also have the disc golf course at Pointe du Chêne. So the course was installed last year and we just finalized the signage today. So that's getting produced and will be installed in the spring with all the tee markers, the rules. That'll be taking place. It should be ready to go for the kickoff of the season. And then following that, there'll be the installation of beach volleyball courts there as well. So that's targeted sometime for July as they're rolling through the various projects that Parks has on their list for this year. As well, we're also going to be adding some additional amenities around the pickleball court, which will include some shade tables, doing some work around the bocce courts, and actually training people how to teach pickleball through the National Coaching Certification Program.
That sounds great. Robert.
Is there going to be a place there at Pointe du Chêne with so that they could use or rent the frisbees or the bocce balls or the pickleball racket balls, whatever? Or is everybody just got to bring their own?
For the Elliott pickleball courts. We're in the bocce courts there. We will have certain timeframes in the morning. We will have equipment available so that if people do want to come try it out, we have some of our students that would normally work at senior services going to be on site, and equipment will be available at that location. We're also looking at how we can have discs available at Pointe de Chêne. So we do have summer students that do work at that location, and we're going to be bringing some of our discs out so that people can actually go, and if they're out there with a family and they want to try it out, they can loan out the discs and try a new sport.
Thank you.
That sounds great. Any other questions or comments? All right. Moving on to our subcommittee reports. The Sports Hall of Fame. There was a meeting and it must have gone pretty quickly because Robert was not able to attend. Mark, how was that?
You're right. It was a pretty quick meeting. Not just because Robert wasn't there, but it was pretty quick. I'm going to be the chair, and Chris Alfano is the vice chair, and then we had Virginia had a timeline that we went through. Actually, the deadline for submissions for this year is this Friday, April 8th. I know I've received a few calls and messages. They just wanted some guidance on the process of applying. So I helped a few people out. So Yari, I expect to see. I think we'll see at least 2 new ones coming into you before Friday, which is exciting. There's some pretty good nominations coming in, and then we have the important meeting. Robert, I hope you can make that one. Is on April 20th.
We'll be there.
Yeah, but thanks everybody.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great to get back to our normal June induction date. That was always a wonderful event.
Is that meeting going to be in person? Mark?
I think so.
We're hoping so. So that would be the plan, is to try to do it in person again. But depending on where we're at right now, the case counts I think are kind of high. So we may have to look at not having the same size of group that we normally have. So as we get closer, we'll make some decisions.
Okay, thank you. Item number 5.2, STAC. STAC is actually planning to have an in-person meeting this Thursday, the 7th. It's our first meeting with the group since I think March of 2019. There's been some exciting developments within the STAC group itself. We have some new representatives from the Sioux Finnish Nordic Ski Club, new representative from the Naturalists, and a new representative from the Voyager Trail Association joining the committee. And basically, we're just hoping to get together and start planning, taking a look at what revisions have been made to the active transportation master plan. Steve Turkle has been working on that. We're looking at events that are already planned for 2022. And the Finn Hill single track, there will be an update. The Sioux Cycling Club are having a Zoom meeting on Wednesday night with the developers of that single track trail. And then we're also going to have a visit from Travis Anderson, from the Director of Tourism and Community Development. I don't know whether if anybody or if you folks saw the announcement in Sioux today about the local mountain biking trails. It was on I think the end of March or the 1st of April, about the development of a possibility of 35 more kilometers of trails in the next year or two, and some funding coming from levels of government. Anyway, Travis will be updating us on that. So at our next meeting, I'll let you know who our new members are of PRAC, or of STAC, I should say, and what we're hoping to achieve.
Dean, can I add something to the agenda
Yes, you may.
for STAC? Is Steve going to be attending?
Steve hasn't confirmed that he's attending yet.
I'm just wondering, I'll go with public health, and Jen, you can come in on this. We donated some money pre-COVID to update the Hub Trail maps. And so I'm just curious, whatever became of the maps. There was talk of amalgam, Virginia, correct me, or Brent, putting some of the city stuff on the maps. I'm just curious where that all is.
I can
I
follow
think-
up for you, Tracy. I'd have to reach out to Steve. I do know, and if we're going back, it's been a while, but I think they were looking at putting the AED locations in, adding washroom locations in. I think that's what they were adding into the map.
That was already done.
Oh, okay, was there
So
other?
there was some other stuff. Jen, do you recall what they were putting in along with the original Hub Trail map?
I'm trying to recall, but I can't. I know like we had given some money and there was the reprint of the maps, we got them, but after that, I can't remember. I can't remember what happened after that. My brain kind of goes a bit foggy. I know the money was done, that we did the reprint, but then I think we kept the maps pretty similar. We had talked about adding some stuff, but then took it out just because of the fact we didn't know about consistency.
Okay.
But after that, I'm gone.
Yeah,
well,
I'm just
Tra-
curious. And maybe they were done and delivered, and I just, with COVID.
Yeah, no, I don't think they've been printed at all. But
Okay, I'm just
that's
curious about-
something I'll add to our agenda for Thursday. That'll just be a question. And if Steve is not able to attend, he'll be getting the minutes from it.
And I can send an email out to him as well, so that he maybe can bring the information to the meeting for you.
Right.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks, Virginia.
Thank you.
Item number 6, new business. We're all looking at Virginia.
Yes, so a few events that are coming up. The return of the pump track event is going to happen this year. So we have targeted June 4th for that event. So we're starting to work on the plans, and Dean's working on hopefully getting maybe some sponsorship for that event as well. Trails Fest, which is run through Sioux Cycling, is going to be at Hiawatha the weekend before, correct, Dean, on the Saturday the 28th?
Actually, they're doing a 3-day event.
Okay,
And as that flyer is coming out as we speak, I will forward it to all the PRAC members. But there's an urban ride on the Hub Trail on Friday. Saturday is going to be a adventure ride at Batchewana. And Sunday is the Trails Fest at Hiawatha.
okay.
So it's the 25th, 26th, and 27th, I think.
Okay, and then actually new this year for June is Participation Month. I put in a grant in February, so I'm just waiting for confirmation, but we're planning a Try a Sport Day. So we're working with a lot of our local sporting organizations so that they can come out, host events at various locations on the 3rd and the 4th, and families can come out and try, or anyone can come out and try a new activity that weekend. And then on Go Skate Day is on June 21st this year. So we'll be kicking that back off after the 2-year hiatus that we've had. So those are a few of the parks related events that are taking place, along with many others.
What about the Hub Trail Festival, July 1st?
Yes, so we're looking, I think so Canada Day will be taking place obviously on July 1st. I think we're going to continue this year with the model of the Hub Trail Challenge, which was the scavenger hunt with prizes that took place over the month of July, and then ease back into the regular Hub Trail Festival for the following year.
Actually, I thought too, under New Business Virginia, it'd be nice if we could try to plan a facility visit for the PRAC members. I just think that Mark and I would like to challenge Robert to a game of pickleball, and we could do that, including that thing. But it's just, it's going to be busy that month, but it's, as I say, it's, I think in June.
Only if I have to recruit Virginia to be my partner, because she's not too good of a disc golf player. So
We could probably plan to do a tour on June 7th because we'll have had our meeting in May And then maybe have a quick meeting in June and jump on and do a
Right.
tour that evening.
And the decision might be to, Virginia, to do our facility tour in September.
Yeah.
When there's more things like Anna Marinelli Park and that type of thing. But anyway, just, we've been missing that for a few years. Any other questions? Item number 7, correspondence.
There's no new correspondence.
Okay. Well, we're moving pretty fast here. We're at our number 8. Our next meeting is May 3rd. And
I have a
Robert?
I have a question. What's happening at the West End there with the 2 pads, the ice pad?
Oh, yeah, Brent.
Yeah, I'll speak to that. We meet every 2 weeks with the building group, and it's moving along quite well. And if you'll see there, I was just there on the weekend with my hockey team to practice and take a look. And if you actually see from the parking lot, you can see the bleachers that are now installed in rink 1. And you'll see the walking track that's halfway suspended in rink 1, and they're putting the structure up for rink 2 right now. So it is making good progress, the facility, and we meet regularly on it. So it's coming along quite well, Robert.
When's the projected opening?
Well, I don't want to jinx anything, but the timeline is on pace right now, and anything can happen with respect to materials and COVID, but we are looking to target towards the end of the year.
Stuff.
Great. Okay. And it looks like our next meeting is planned for May 3rd, a video conference. So item number 9 is adjournment. I would ask for a mover to adjourn, please.
I'll adjourn Dean's fastest meeting ever.
Thank you, Robert. Seconder? Mark? All in favor? Thanks, everyone.
Virginia.
Have a great night, everybody.
You
Okay.
can